Hello, welcome to another Canadians of Chaos episode. Today we are reviewing Wrestlemania 35, which took place on Sunday, and we're here to give our 2 cents on it. What do you think, Jeff?
I I'm I'm ready to go. I didn't see a single second of it, and you know what? I'm just here to help you review it.
Well, you can still add in what you thought happened.
I definitely will.
The one thing you had to do when preparing for a uh, WrestleMania show that you're going to watch, you have to expect to be in the same seat for at least 318 hours. That show was horrendously long. It was actually 7.5 hours from the start of the pre-show till the end. And East Coasters had a rough night because they didn't get to go to bed till after 12:30.
Well, it's an event, though, right? I mean, WWE is how long has it been around for now?
Oh, years. Well,
They
I'm 43. I've been watching since I was 9, and it was there way before I was born.
they're doing something right.
So the thing is, it's just not Sunday. It's the whole week. They have events and activities and everything going on all week for the people in New York City. That's where it was held in Brooklyn, New York. They had WrestleMania Access. One of our fellow gamers,
Oh,
Russ
so
Lyman.
it was in the Barclays Center.
It was in the MetLife Stadium.
Oh, okay, okay.
Last night's episode of Raw was in the Barclays Center.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they have WrestleMania Access, which one of our fellow YouTube friends, Russ Lyman, he went to WrestleMania Access, so he has a video up of showing all the stuff they were doing at Access. And then Friday night they had an NXT Takeover Brooklyn pay-per-view, which ran about 4 hours. I watched that. We're not reviewing that today. Saturday night they had the Hall of Fame, which ran another 4 hours.
I think we should for the Hall of Fame sec. Just put it out. What happened was it was not acted, right?
What happened? I'm sure everyone's heard what happened at Hall of Fame. Bret Hart got tackled by a disgruntled fan. This was not an act. It wasn't kayfabe. It wasn't fake. This is a formal ceremony that WWE puts on to honor its legends. And Bret Hart was accepting his induction for the Hart Foundation, and this dude ran up on stage and tackled him and his niece Natalia. And yeah, that was all real. They actually cut the cameras right off. There's videos on Twitter and YouTube and all that of that shit. The whole thing.
How does someone think to do that? That's just
the guy that did it. He was an amateur, I guess, an amateur MMA fighter, and there was some screws loose up there. If you go on his Twitter, man, that kid's messed up. Like, he was harassing people on Twitter. Vince McMahon, Triple H, all those guys. He was harassing them. He didn't like the idea that the women's triple threat match for the championships, both championships, winner take all, he didn't like the fact that that was the main event. So he's going to take out a 61-year-old Bret Hart who has suffered from a stroke and survived, who has suffered and survived cancer. He's not a strong strong guy anymore, right? You look at Bret Hart, you can tell he's a little frail, you know.
I heard the guy got his ass kicked though.
Oh, he got his ass whooped, totally whooped. Wrestlers jumped on that so quick, and they were just socking him.
I got no problem with that.
No, and they have every right to do that, right? The guy was trespassing.
I hope he really got hurt.
I hope he did. Oh, there was a picture of him. I don't know if I sent it to you. Yeah, he was banged. He was banged up pretty good.
Huh?
So anyway, that will. Oh crap! I had this whole list here. Okay, here we go.
I blew it.
we had some technical difficulties at first, and we're looking up stuff here. So That takes us to Sunday. Now on the West Coast, we got it pretty easy. Things started at 2 p.m. with the pre-show. Now WrestleMania in my house, it's a big ordeal. My whole family watches wrestling. My wife, my kids, we make snacks. We get the whole place. It's like our Super Bowl, and we sit down and we rock out for 6-7 hours while WrestleMania is going on.
Wow,
so we eat some food. Yeah, we had our
fried rice, fried pepperoni, fried peanut butter.
We had a whole bunch of stuff.
Chips, cheesies.
Yeah.
You gotta you're gonna make an event out of it. You gotta go all out.
Chicken wings. Oh yeah, you gotta do it up, right? So what I'm gonna do for our review, we're just gonna do like a quick review on everything. I'll name the matches in order, and Jeff and I will both tell you what we thought and what we remember from the match.
Keeping in mind, only one person watched it. The other person was busy Sunday doing things and other stuff.
Yeah, but we may need to.
I think it's super cool that everyone comes together to watch that big event like that.
Oh yeah, it was amazing.
I'm being paid to be here, so
yeah. You're under contract. You have to review this. So to start things off in the pre-show, the first match we had was a WWE Cruiserweight Championship match between Tony Nese fighting against Buddy Murphy, the Cruiserweight Champion.
Man, those people are still on that show?
They're still on.
I've never heard of them in my life.
These guys are cruiserweights, so they have to weigh in at 205 pounds or less. So they're pretty small guys. I'm pretty sure we could take them on.
I just qualified, so I'm out.
So anyway, Tony Nese defeated Buddy Murphy for the
You don't say?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
So we got a brand new Cruiserweight champion out of that match. It was a good match. It's high action.
It's unexpected.
Cruiserweights are known for their high flying, and it was pretty good.
Oh,
it was during the pre-show, so it wasn't a big high up on the card match. But anyway, what do you do?
So
right?
you do have you did put down there is a piss break match there somewhere, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, good.
So the next match we had the women's Battle Royal.
Battle Royale?
Yeah. So I think Royal, not Royale. That's Fortnite. This is Royal.
All right, sure.
So I think there was, I can't remember if there's 20 or 30 women. Sorry, I should have researched that. But anyway, it was a pretty good match. What can you say? People were thrown over the ropes. It came down to the last three people: Sarah Logan, Asuka, and Sonya Deville, I think it was. So anyway, Sarah Logan knocked out both those girls, and she presumed that she was the winner. But from under the ring, and earlier on, a wrestler by the name of Carmella, who didn't get eliminated, but she decided to hide under the ring. She came out and she kicked her over the top rope and won.
Oh.
Was it cheating? We don't know. But she won anyway.
Do you think it's cheating?
No.
Okay, it's not cheating. If you say it's not cheating, it's not cheating. Did that other, what's that lady's name? She
Carmella?
I can't remember what her name is. The MMA lady.
Oh, Ronda Rousey?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't in it. She's in the main event.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So next up from that, we have Raw Tag Team Championship match. Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins. Curt Hawkins has not ever won a match in his life. He's lost 263 straight matches in a row.
That's a great record.
He's a winner. They defeated the Rival, who were the former tag team champions. So Zack Ryder and Curt Hawkins, congratulations.
So now they're 1 for 264?
Well, for the Curt Hawkins guy, Zack Ryder, he's another guy. He doesn't get used very much, but he teamed up with them, and they're now the tag champs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dubious.
Next up, we're still in the pre-show here.
Oh wow, nice.
So the last match in the pre-show is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So this is the men's Battle Royal.
So you have to be over like 10 feet tall and like 280,000 pounds.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, and if you have long hair, it's a big plus.
Oh yeah, long hair.
And if it's greasy,
yeah,
and if it's greasy, that's even better.
All right.
So, what do I remember from that? Oh, the guys from Saturday Night Live, Colin Jost, and the hell is the other guy's name? Michael who? Michael Shea? Michael Shea?
We'll call him Mike, the guy Mike from Saturday Night Live.
So they had a run-in with Braun Strowman, who is the biggest badass in wrestling today.
The guy from Game of Thrones?
No. Game of Thrones?
Like Bran? Was it Bran or something?
So these guys on Saturday Night Live, they're the ones that do Weekend Update.
Yeah.
So Braun Strowman talked them into going into this battle royal. So anyway, all these guys were fighting. There's like 20, 30 guys in the ring. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone went through, blah, 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 thrown over the ropes, blah, blah, blah. Well, it came down to Braun Strowman and the two guys from Saturday Night Live. They hid under the ring at the beginning of the match. So they missed everything.
There's a theme going on here under the ring.
There's a theme going on. So anyway, near the end, there was like 2 or 3 guys off in the ring. Those Saturday Night Live guys, they jump out and get in the ring. Well, Braun Strowman knocks the 2 wrestlers out. Then he's facing these guys by themselves.
So does that mean they're under ringers?
They're under ringers, yeah. So anyway, you can kind of guess what Braun Strowman did, and Braun Strowman won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh, well, congrats to him. And if he's watching this, like, we send her a congrats to him.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Braun, if you're watching, hey, hit me up, buddy. So, so that was the pre-show. I'm going to run through WrestleMania matches a little quicker because there's so much of it, man. Like, we'll be here for 5 days if we're talking about all these matches.
Sure, sure.
Basically, WrestleMania starts off. Alexa Bliss comes out. She's the host of WrestleMania, and she introduces no one else but Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
So Hulk Hogan, he comes out to the Real American theme song, and that gets me right in the gullet. You know what I mean? That's my childhood right there.
Yeah, right there.
That was the best part of WrestleMania for me.
Yeah, no need to watch it all. That's it, dudes. We're done here.
That's it. Show's over. I'm going to bed.
So
anyway, Hulk Hogan comes out. He says a spiel, whatever, and then we start off with the first match. So the first match was the Universal Championship match. So this is the WWE champion for
the planet.
Raw.
Oh,
for Raw.
Oh, yeah.
So Seth Rollins was fighting against Brock Lesnar, who's the champion.
Brock Lesnar? Okay, I know who he is. He's still there?
He's still there, yeah. He kind of comes and goes, though, right?
Wow. Did you know, fun fact, did you know he played a little bit for the Minnesota Vikings?
Yes, I did. I knew he was a football player. I didn't know it was Minnesota, but
yeah.
Fun fact again. Do you know that he now resides in Saskatchewan on a big ranch?
I did not know that. And
did you know he's married to Sable? If you remember her from back in the day. She's like.
I think we'll leave it there. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave that there. So anyway, this match was pretty quick. Short story: Seth Rollins defeated Brock Lesnar with a curb stomp.
Ooh.
It was kind of a disappointing match because I expected it to go longer, but it didn't.
Well, yeah,
so Seth Rollins is new champion. That's okay by me. He's one of my favorites.
How old is Brock Lesnar then?
He would be getting up to 40 anyway.
Oh.
I think he'd be up to 40 almost. Yeah.
Yeah, you go. I'm gonna look it up. You go on.
Yeah, you look it up. I'll go on. So next match, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. AJ Styles defeated him. That was a pretty quick match too. Wasn't too bad. Both of those guys are entertaining to me, so it didn't really matter to me who
Actually, I
won.
just seen like here it says here WWE Raw is losing Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but Brock's going back to
Saskatchewan.
UFC. No, UFC. And Ronda Rousey's
Oh, you're
taking
right.
time off.
He's 41.
Yeah. And Ronda Rousey is taking time off to have kids. She wants to have a family. Now, her husband, she has 2 stepkids. He has two sons. But she wants to start her own kids
Does
too.
she know? Does she? Oh, okay. Does she know who the guys
I
are?
don't like Ronda Rousey in wrestling. She's, I don't know. It's the way they treat her. Like, they make her number one in everything. She never loses. Blah blah blah.
Oh.
Spoiler though, she loses tonight. So anyway, what's up next here? We have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It's a fatal 4-way match.
Yeah.
So your favorite wrestlers are in this. The Usos.
Who?
The Usos?
Oh yeah, them.
The Bar, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Rusev, and then Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Ooh, what a team.
Yes. So the tag team champions are the Usos, and they retain their title.
All right. Well deserved, eh?
So that was our first title that didn't change hands. So next up, we had a Falls Count Anywhere match. This was the filler match. I think that it was just over extravagant and crazy. Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
Is that the guy's
Falls Count. That's Vince McMahon's son, yeah. And Shane McMahon is 47 years old, and he's wrestling a Falls Count Anywhere match. This guy,
he's older than Brock Lesnar.
He puts so much abuse on his body when he matches. Like he jumps. He's known for jumping off of high things. Wow. And he will just give it. Yeah, like he'll just go. So anyway, they had a Falls Count Anywhere. They were all over the arena wrestling, beating the crap out of each other. And then they ended up on this great big filming platform. And The Miz suplexed him off the big filming platform. They fell about 12 to 15 feet onto this big wooden platform that broke.
Wow.
And they both got knocked out, but Shane was on top of The Miz, and he got the count of 3 and won the match.
Oh, The Miz. Okay, actually, yeah, I know what that is now.
Yeah. So The Miz lost, but he's the one who caused all the damage.
So, like, when you watch this, do you go like,
man.
Do you do all that?
You're right on top, right on the edge of your seat, and I scream at the TV too, and it's like, man, I was like, whoa, and I know it's scripted, we know it's predetermined.
Who cares though? We got entertainment.
It doesn't matter, yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't matter.
Well, here's the thing though, they're scripted better than we are.
That's right, and you know what? A lot of that is improv too, because they have to, they have a certain time. It's a lot of work. I give them props for what they do. So next up, we have the Women's Tag Team Championship, another fatal 4-way match, and this is between the Iconics, which are 2 Australian annoying women. Oh my god, their voices are just squealy. They're so annoying. The Boston Hug Connection, which is Bailey and Sasha Banks, and they're also fighting Beth Phoenix and Natalya Hart, or Neidhart. And Nia Jax and Tamina.
Oh, yeah.
So it was pretty straightforward, fatal 4-way match. Everyone has their back and forth, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember much about this match. I think Natalya and Beth Phoenix had, I think it was the Boston Hug Connection. They had them almost beat. And what had happened was, or I can't remember, you know what? But at the end, the Iconics, they set it up where they kind of stole the win.
Ooh.
And they became the new women's tag team champions.
Whoa.
I don't want to say that. It was good. It was pretty good. But I don't like that team, so.
I'm sweating here as you're telling me this.
I know, it was pretty cool. And you should have watched this with me, man. It was awesome.
Well, the thing is, I don't have the channel though for it.
I know. We'll have to set you up somehow. I'll have to try and set you up with a link. Okay, so next up, this match, it was one of the ones I was looking forward to. The WWE Championship.
Disappointed you, right?
Yeah, so this is the men's championship for SmackDown. We have Kofi Kingston versus the champion, Daniel Bryan.
Okay, I know who Daniel Bryan is.
Yeah, now Daniel Bryan, he plays a heel now. He's this earth-hugging, I don't know. He's trying to be a heel, but he doesn't make a good heel, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm earth-hugging.
He's all into recycling and stuff. It's weird for a wrestling character.
Well, so
but anyway, well, yeah, maybe you could go join his stable.
I could.
So anyway, it was a good match. It was surprisingly short too. Like I don't remember it being that long. Now we're getting to the point here now where I'm starting to fade here. I'm not remembering a whole lot. I can't remember every match. There's so many of them. But Kofi Kingston beat Daniel Bryan, and I remember jumping off my chair. And Kofi Kingston has been with the company for 11 years. He's never had a championship match, and he's in the tag team, the New Day.
Yeah,
he's been tag team champions a lot, but for him to become the champion, that was pretty awesome. So we yelled and screamed and cheered, and it was awesome.
Can you give like a recreation of that?
It went like, yes, all right.
Okay, yeah, nice.
So after that, we had the United States Championship match.
Sorry, hold on. Like, how close are we to the piss break match? Or do we already?
This would have been the piss break match because it didn't last very long.
So then it would have been like the quick piss match.
Well, and then they had like promotional shit and that after it. So this would have been the perfect time to take a piss break.
All right, so right here,
United States Championship match: Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio, which Rey Mysterio is a decorated legend. I'm surprised this match only took like 20 seconds.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't long, man. It was a waste.
Oh.
I felt bad for Rey Mysterio because he had no chance.
Yeah.
Basically, Samoa Joe came out, put him in the Kahuna clutch, and he was out. Samoa Joe kept the United States champion.
See, so are they doing that now? Like, where they put these filler matches in just for that?
I think so. They kind of have some quick ones, and then those guys got on WrestleMania.
I guess when you're there, it's cool. It is cool to see it, I guess. But
yeah,
like, wow, that was.
Oh yeah. Next match up was Roman Reigns.
I thought we were going to take a piss first.
Oh, you want to take a piss?
I thought we were doing that. So you're like, we take a piss. Like, how long does that usually take?
Oh, about 20 seconds.
Oh, 20 seconds. That's how long it takes me to start.
You better get that looked at.
Good. It's fine. Just
when you're watching WrestleMania, you take quick pisses.
Oh, I guess you train for that. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So we take our piss, and after that, we come back, and Roman Reigns is up against Drew McIntyre.
Whoa.
Drew McIntyre is
former Toronto Maple Leafs goaltender.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it the same guy?
He's about 6'5".
Really? Is he the same guy?
Yeah. And he's a Scotsman too. He's Scottish.
Okay. It's not the same. No, it's not the same guy then.
No, man, he's a heel, and he's a good heel too. I like him. He's pretty cool. And Roman Reigns, who just recently came back from defeating cancer. Get this.
Oh.
He had a history of leukemia, and it came back. He had to take about 5 months off wrestling, so he just recently came back. He's in remission. He's just right back. No ring rust on him at all. He did good. Roman Reigns defeated Drew McIntyre, which I was actually surprised. I figured they would have pushed Drew McIntyre over, but because they've been really using him and he's awesome, Drew McIntyre. But anyway, Roman Reigns, he's like today's John Cena. He's got 5 moves, and every wrestling match he has is the same, and blah blah blah.
What's wrong?
I like John Cena. He defeated cancer, so that's all that's good. And
yeah,
he did good. He won. Next up, we have the no holds barred match. This was the most dramatic entrances. This no holds barred match was between Triple H and Batista. Dave Batista, you know him?
Yeah, actually, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. He's a big actor now.
Yeah.
So anyway, they started this feud, and they're having their WrestleMania match. And this is actually Dave Batista. He won one last match in WrestleMania because he's kind of retired now from wrestling. He's a big actor now.
Yeah.
So they let him come back, have his WrestleMania moment. Well, he got to fight Batista in a no holds barred match, and it was pretty damn explosive. These guys almost killed each other. But their entrances, oh my God, like Batista came with this. It was like they brought these, I think it was 2 black SUVs onto the stage. And he had all these bodyguards, and he came down like he was like, I'm Mr. Hollywood type of thing. And
you don't touch
it was really extravagant, right? And then Triple H comes out, and oh my God, he's in this Mad Max. His whole theme for the entrance was like a Mad Max theme.
Did you say Triple H?
Triple H, yeah.
Isn't that like child abuse at this point? He must be that old.
He's old, yeah.
I don't think he's. I mean, seeing like he's gotta be like 70 years old. He's old.
Triple H?
Yeah, I'll look it up. You go on.
He's not old. He's not even 50, I don't think.
Oh, it has to be. Okay, you go ahead.
So Triple H's entrance was all max.
He's 49?
Yeah, there you go. I told you he's not even 50.
Holy smokes, that's okay, I guess sorry, Triple H, if you're watching, I apologize.
Yeah.
I didn't think okay, well, I learned something today.
Triple H is married to Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon's daughter. Yeah.
That seems like 100 years ago.
It seemed like 100 years ago, yeah. So anyway, he had this Mad Max thing. He came out in this really Mad Max car, like it was totally rad. He came out and then it had the big loud mufflers on it, fire coming out the stacks.
Ooh.
He had this skull cover on his face, and he was standing up on the back of this thing coming out to the ring. It was pretty cool. Like I love Triple H's matches because he goes all out for WrestleMania. He just gives her. And he ended up, he defeated Batista, which I assumed he would. And his career, Triple H's career was on the line, which he's not going to lose his career. He's one of the executives now, right? So he pretty much runs this stuff now. Yeah. Yeah, and they run it, right? They run the whole show. So he's not going to lose his career over this. He's only 49. He has a few more matches left.
Yeah, only 49, not 70.
Yeah. Next match up, I told you Triple H defeated Batista.
Yeah,
I told you that. So next up, we have Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle, and this is Kurt Angle, who has been wrestling for over 20 years.
Wow.
The only gold medalist male in wrestling. He was Olympic gold medalist. He announced his retirement. He's done wrestling, blah, blah, blah. So this was his farewell match. He wanted to be at WrestleMania. And they chose Baron Corbin, who is a new guy. He's kind of, I don't know. He's not that popular. I don't think so. Yeah, he's not that popular yet. I don't know actually why they chose him. The only thing that I could think of is Kurt Angle was a general manager, and then Baron Corbin took over his general manager job. So maybe that's why. But now Baron Corbin's not even a general manager, so who knows?
It's not going to last long?
No. So that match, it wasn't that long. Baron Corbin beat Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, that's to say Kurt Angle put him over and on to the new generation or whatever, right? So that was okay.
You done. You going over.
Yeah. I'm going to teach you some wrestling terms. So I gotta have a drink. I'm getting parched here.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It sounds like there are some parts that are like really going up high up there. Then there are parts like, wow, that was pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, some of it was underwhelming, and I think it was the matches that were like short. It's like, oh, that's it.
That's kind
Okay.
of a waste of time.
Yeah. Okay, so the next match we have is the Intercontinental Championship match between the Demon Finn Balor, Finn Balor, and Bobby Lashley, who is the Intercontinental Champion.
See, Intercontinental like 3 times fast. Intercontinental.
So Finn Balor, he's an Irishman and awesome wrestler. Like he's one of the top of the line. He came from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
New Japan.
He used to be the leader of Bullet Club.
Is that like New York, like New Japan, somewhere off the coast?
New Japan Pro Wrestling. No, it's in Japan.
Oh, okay, New Japan.
It's not. It's old Japan, but it's the
old
New
Japan, but in New Japan.
But it's the new wrestling promotion in New Japan.
New Japan and old Japan.
So we have the Demon. So Finn Balor, what he does is for pay-per-view matches, he practically body paints his whole body into this demon type character.
That's so cool.
And he looks pretty rad. He doesn't do it that often now, though, which pisses me off because it looks so cool. But
I think it's not wearing your body, though.
It might. I don't know. They use body paint, I guess. It's whoever did it, though. Whoever painted his back and all that. Man, they were good. I apologize for my dog. He got a little.
No, don't.
You don't like the Demon too much. He always barks when I say his name. So with the Demon Finn Balor, he defeated Bobby Lashley for the Intercontinental Championship. He finished him off with the coup de grace, which is when Finn Balor he'll jump off the top rope and just stomp on the guy. The guy will be laying on the ground, just stomps him with both feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sometimes they try to do that in baseball sometimes too.
Yeah. It's the same idea, right? Whatever gets you to win.
Yeah.
So that was okay. That was pretty cool match. Finn Balor always puts on a good show. He's an awesome wrestler. Bobby Lashley, he's okay. I don't like his character though. He kind of sucks that way. But whatever.
Okay, so back to New Japan for him,
You go to medium age Japan.
Medium age Japan. Oh, okay. Sort of middle there.
So now after this, we're at the last match, boys.
Oh.
So this took 7 hours. We're at the last match.
7 hours for only 15 minutes right here.
And the thing is, it was 7.5 hours from pre-show to end, and they still have matches that I thought were too short.
Yeah, seems underwhelming.
So imagine, I can understand why they had to have some short matches because, man, we would have been sitting there all night. So we're at the last match, the main event, the first time ever that women have main evented a WrestleMania.
That's awesome. Come on, that is awesome.
That was awesome. And this is history we're watching. The women's wrestling in the last, I would say 3-4 years has evolved into a more entertaining product than the men's.
Now unfortunately now too, don't you think this is a little, they've finally come into this, but too late though too?
I don't think so. They're going to take it and they're running with it, and they are doing so. Like, I'll tell you, we sit down every week. We watch 3 hours of Raw and we watch 2 hours of SmackDown. Raw is getting to the point where I fall asleep. But when those women come on there to wrestle, and it's not like it was in the old days. It's not about tits and ass here. Okay? In the old days, it was about tits and ass. They were dressed skanky and yeah, and like the Attitude Era and that. They had broad panties matches, blah, blah, blah. No, now these women are athletic. They're well respected, and they put on a show. And I would say 9 times out of 10, I enjoy the women's wrestling more than the men's because it seems like they're fighting. They're fighting for their life to win. The men now, they're more about the tricks and the high flying and the magic show. The women, they're out there to fight, and they're giving it their all.
See, that's kind of
We
like
have
too, like where I kind of like. And this is when I was back to the 2000s, where I kind of tuned out. Where WWE was all just talking. It's like
yeah,
kind of like a video game, like
and that's kind of what it's doing now, because I've noticed in the last year watching Raw, like that 3 hours, it just drags and it drags and it drags. It's like, just let's wrestle. You know
That's
what I
pretty
mean?
cool. That's pretty cool though. The women getting a
They
chance to shine. That's pretty
did
cool.
amazing. Now this match was between Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte Flair. Now here's the kicker: Ronda Rousey is the Raw Women's Champion.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair is the SmackDown Women's Champion.
And she's Ric Flair's.
And she's Ric Flair's daughter. And Ronda Rousey is...
It's not his wife?
No, it's his daughter.
Oh, okay.
So, Ric Flair's 70 years old.
Oh, okay, no. Do you know what? Yeah, sorry, you're right. I think it's like totally okay. Yeah, okay, my bad. Anyways.
And you know Ronda Rousey, she was UFC Women's Champion.
I don't think she's not a champion though, is she?
She
lost. She fought it, but I don't think she won.
Was she not a champion?
I think she got her ass handed to her.
Oh.
No, I don't mean that in a bad way.
No, she only lost 2 matches in her UFC career.
Well, when I saw her, she got booked pretty bad. That's kind of why she left for a while.
Well, anyway, what happened was, so you got the 2 women's champions from both brands, and you know how wrestling WWE is split into 2 brands. There's Raw, there's SmackDown.
Yeah.
So you got the Raw roster, you got the SmackDown roster. So you got the 2 women's champions going against Becky Lynch, and Becky Lynch calls herself the Man.
The Man.
Yeah. So everything's on the line. Winner takes all.
All right.
So one of these 3 ladies are going to be a double champion.
Oh, I mean, that's an honor.
That's awesome, right?
Yeah.
So let's get to the entrance theme. The entrances of these women was amazing. Charlotte Flair flies into the arena with a helicopter on a helicopter.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah, that's cool.
So they have that all dramatic, the helicopter flying over. You can see MetLife Stadium down there, all the lights. And
who plays in MetLife Stadium? Do you know?
Yeah, the New York Mets.
Oh, okay. Go on. No.
Is that on it?
You know what? If you rhyme it with another name, you get it.
The Jets?
Yeah.
The New York Jets? Isn't that what I said?
You said Jets for the Giants.
I said the Jets.
Oh, you said I thought you said the Mets. Okay.
I said the Mets. Yeah, I know. I did.
We're not judging here.
Oh, the Mets play. Do they play at Barclay?
That's a hockey. Well, that's a basketball. Well, okay. That's a story.
Where do the Mets play?
On a baseball field.
Baseball field?
Yeah.
This is a big stadium.
I can guarantee you, they play. It's like City Field or something like that.
This was a big outdoor stadium. There's
it's a big outdoor stadium, a football stadium.
Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know. I don't live in New York. Okay, let's get back to these entrances. So Charlotte Flair flies in a helicopter. Rad, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome. She's looking down over the stadium, blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's the New York Giants and the Jets. And it's not, it's the Giants and the Jets.
Oh, the Giants and the Jets. Good. Okay. You had to look that up, eh?
I did have to look that up. Well, speaking of that too, like WWE's, the XFL, they're going to play there too, the New York franchise.
Yeah, right.
The New York XFL team.
Okay, so we got that happening. Then Ronda Rousey, she's up next. So what happens is we think there's a music break, but it's not.
Oh.
Joan Jett comes out on stage with her band. What's Joan Jett's band called? Blackhearts?
Couldn't tell you.
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts or something.
Sounds good to me.
Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. They come out on stage. They start playing Ronda Rousey's theme song, which is the theme song from Freaks and Geeks. Remember that TV show?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't. Just the one, like, one thing off.
Just wait, we'll get it up here. You'll know it as soon as you hear it.
Yeah, it's the Blackhearts, by the way. You're right.
No?
No, the Blackhearts. You got that right. You're
Hey,
right.
listen.
We are gonna get copyrighted.
You know that song?
I can't hear it very well. I'll look it up after.
Okay. So anyway, she comes out. Joan Jett's playing her song live. Ronda Rousey comes out. She what do you say? She honors Roddy Piper with her wrestling character. She's called Rowdy Ronda Rousey. She wears a kilt like Roddy Piper used to. She wears the white T-shirt with Rowdy across it.
Yeah.
And a leather jacket, just like Roddy Piper used to wear. Cool. And that's who she. I guess she's a family friend, or she's friends with his family or something. So hey, that's a good way to honor him.
That's what she's in there for.
He was one of my favorite wrestlers, and I don't know if you know this, but he's also Canadian from Saskatchewan.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, I did know that.
Something about Saskatchewan today, hey? So anyway, she comes out. Her theme song played live. It's pretty cool. It was good.
Actually, it's funny. I was talking today to someone, like, just randomly. I was talking to a neighbor. They're from Saskatchewan too. So
yeah.
Why not complete the circle? There you go.
There you go. We all love Saskatchewan.
But we won't go there.
No, we won't go there. So
sorry,
that's fine.
People.
So you have these two women, right? These two champions come in.
I thought there were three.
Two of them are champions.
Oh, yeah.
So they come in these great big entrances. They're wicked, entertaining. Next up is the last entrance. And you're thinking, holy shit, what is Becky Lynch going to come into, right?
Yeah.
Is she going to, like, come in a hot rod or like a car or something cool like that? Or what's going to happen? Her music hits and she walks out. That's it.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
It's like, what the hell?
Because you were expecting something big.
You were expecting something big.
Yeah, you were expecting something big.
She's the last one to come to the ring. You're thinking, holy shit, what the hell is she going to have, right? Yeah. She just walks out to her music. She's not about the bells and whistles, I guess. So here we go. The women's triple threat match. It was amazing. They botched the end of it, though. Which kind of sucked, but it was still good all around. Becky Lynch defeated both champions. She is now a double champion. And everyone was cheering for her. She had a really hard road to get to this point. And if you would have seen the last 2 or 3 months, like, she's been fired, she's been suspended, she's been injured, and all this to get to this point. And she finally did it. She got better. She made it. Fought these two women, won, and now she's a double champion.
Wow.
And that's why they call her the man, which I don't agree with. You know what? She should be a proud woman. She should call herself the woman.
Yeah. Actually, no, yeah, I agree with that. That's, yeah. Just kind of flies under the radar. The woman.
Yeah. And, it was a good show. It was 7.5 hours of watching wrestling. My ass was numb after.
Don't you love a numb ass?
Don't you
love a numb ass?
Sometimes it's okay, but man, like, I could barely walk when I got up and when I woke up the next morning, it was like I was hungover. It's like I was
you or your ass?
Both. Both of them.
This conversation went somewhere else.
But I'll tell you something. I don't know how anyone could sit in those stadium seats for 7.5 hours.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good.
But
point,
they
yeah.
said what happened was because it ran till about 12:30.
Yeah.
So I guess the last subways run at midnight,
Which is really dumb.
and a lot of people had to leave before the last match because they had to catch the train home.
Isn't that dumb though?
What's that?
That's a future Steve and Jeff show. We'll talk about that. But yeah, that's dumb. That kind of ruins it though too.
That kind of ruins it for those fans. I'd be pissed. You know, like I don't know how much it would cost to get in there, but I don't think it's pennies. You know, like it's a good dollar to get in to see the show.
Yeah.
You're paying for 7 hours of entertainment. You know.
Yeah.
So that has
plus food in the stadium because I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to eat at some point.
Oh man, could you imagine the money that was being spent there on food and beer? Holy jeez.
Yeah, and then the maintenance staff would clean the bathrooms and all that stuff. People being kicked out.
Oh, 82,265 people were there, something like that.
So times that by the amount of buttholes and then like people taking a dump in there.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised they didn't plug up New York, man.
They didn't plug up New York?
Yeah.
I guess not, yeah.
You know, it was a good WrestleMania overall, and I would highly recommend anybody to watch wrestling because it's one of my favorite things to do. And I wish I knew enough people to actually throw a big WrestleMania party, but I don't know many people out here where I live that watch wrestling. So
subtle hint, eh?
Yeah, we'll have to get Jeff into more wrestling.
It's like with like a lot of things. Like I just don't like, even with like sports. I watch sports. I just don't really.
Yeah, it's hard to follow though. You know what I mean? It's really hard to follow. There's so much of it every week.
They do overdo it in the media too, though. Like a lot of things. This is a lot of things.
Oh yeah, no, it's true.
So what are your? No, you're running the show, not me. I got no control over this one.
You have total control. I'm done my review. I highly recommend it. It's, you know what? If you want to be entertained, you like sports entertainment, wrestling, by all means, get back on the train, man. I quit watching wrestling for about 8 years after my first daughter was born till 2012. Oh, my first child was born. My first child was my daughter. I only have one daughter. So anyway, I stopped watching between there, and I went back to it, I think, in 2012. And now my kids love it. My wife's back into it. We all watch it together every week. It's a family tradition. So we even went to a live show last year in Abbotsford, BC.
If nobody knows what that is, don't look it up either.
Yeah. So I think, you know, hey, next live show in Vancouver, I think I should come get you. Let's go.
That'd be something, eh?
You might have to fight my family for seats in the car, though.
Oh, wow. Sure. I'm a walker. That sounds it sounds pretty good, I guess. Just like with normal things, like with a lot of things, they do put some overhype in some things. They do put some things that are a little bit like. Well,
and there's slow points to it too, where you're like, this is boring. I'm never watching again. But I always turn it on.
They do that on purpose. They do that the piss break match on purpose. I kind of wonder how much like Pornhub was affected by WrestleMania being on.
How much what? Oh, Pornhub? Yeah, like that's.
I'm pretty sure they've seen like a significant lower like traffic.
I'm sure they would. Like that's 7 hours of downtime.
Yeah. No wonder why the site worked good. I mean,
that's right. Sorry, guys. I think that's our review on WrestleMania. I'm sure Jeff would have enjoyed it.
Yeah,
watched it.
I'm pretty sure.
But We'll have to try and set you up with a link next time or something. Maybe like one of the exciting pay-per-views. It's only 4 hours. Maybe you could settle for 4 hour pay-per-view.
I don't do pay-per-view though.
Huh?
I don't do pay-per-view.
Okay, do you get Sportsnet 360?
Yeah. For now, yeah.
Okay, you watch SmackDown tonight, and we'll give your thoughts on a SmackDown episode.
That might not be possible, but
well, you can record it, and we can do it on the weekend or something.
I'll still like we'll still do the review. Yeah.
Yeah, do a review and see what your thoughts are, because you haven't watched much wrestling since the old days, right?
I don't watch much TV at all.
Yeah, I know. So give your thoughts on what you think of wrestling now.
No guarantees, but
no guarantees. But if you guys want to hear it, write down in the comments. We want to hear Jeff's opinion on wrestling nowadays. Okay, guys, so that's going to wrap it, eh? Does that wrap it?
Sounds good to me.
And if you made it this far, I don't know how long this video was, but
we made it this far. You got nothing else better to do, or you
that's right.
You really do like us.
And if you did, thank you very much. We appreciate it, and give a thumbs up. And yeah, on to new things. We don't know what we're reviewing next, but we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're out. Have a good day.